Hello everyone. This is Ascending Knowledge here. Please feel free to use this video to fall asleep too. Your subconscious mind will use the themes in the story to ascend the astral plane as you rest your body. Please write in the comments where you are watching from and the time zone. We've experienced firsthand the transformative power of coming together to nurture our dreams, she continued. What started as a festival of dreams blossomed into an ongoing movement in our town, cultivating not just community gardens, but community connection. With that, the young man pressed play on the video montage they had prepared. The screen lit up with vibrant images of their festivals, the laughter, the colorful stalls, the kitchen bustling with activity, and the hugging, dancing, and storytelling. It captured the essence of Dreamvale and the spirit of unity that reigned within it. The audience watched intently, their expressions shifting from curiosity to delight as they saw how the villagers had come alive through their shared successes, each moment showcasing how creativity wove them together. After the video ended, Alara took a step closer, her heart pounding. We have learned that each of us has a role to play, and together we are stronger. Our community thrives on support, encouragement, and collaboration. The tapestry of dreams has become a living symbol of that unity. A man in the audience raised his hand, excitement shining in his eyes. How did you start? What was the first step you took to bring everyone together? That's a great question. Alara responded, a smile spreading across her face. It started with the simple idea of sharing our dreams. We gathered together to inspire one another, and from there, the first Festival of Dreams was born. We encouraged everyone, young and old, to join in, to share their unique dreams, and to recognize that they were not alone. A ripple of conversation spread through the room. Villagers began sharing their own dreams and aspirations, to create community gardens, perform arts in the park, and foster support groups for those passionate about different crafts. Alara and her companions seized the moment, inviting attendees to discuss their passions and how they could work together. They broke out into small groups, allowing everyone to share ideas, just as they had done back in Dreamvale. Within moments, the atmosphere shifted. The hum of conversation grew more vibrant, filling the hall with the excitement of possibility. Alara floated between groups, encouraging individuals as they brainstormed ways to collaborate. I love painting, but I've always done it alone. What if we host a community mural project? One woman suggested, her eyes bright with potential. Yes. You can get others involved to express their stories through art, Alara replied enthusiastically. Art can tell so many stories. Another group discussed the idea of starting a local arts and crafts fair, inviting vendors and creators from their town to showcase their talents, much like the way Dreamvale's festival had blossomed. The time flew by, each exchange igniting a spark of energy and eagerness among the townsfolk. By the end of the presentation, the air was thick with excitement. Alara felt gratitude swell inside her. This was the very essence of what they had hoped to accomplish. They were sowing seeds of inspiration, nurturing a shared sense of purpose. As they concluded, Alara stepped to the front once more. Thank you for welcoming us today and for opening your hearts. Remember, the potential for dreams lies not just within us, but in the connections we make. We may come from different places, but together we can craft something extraordinary. An enthusiastic applause erupted as the audience expressed their appreciation, a wave of hope sweeping through the hall. A few individuals even approached Alara and her companions after the formalities, eager to learn more about organizing their own events and initiating collaborative projects. As they prepared to head back to Dreamvale that day, Alara found herself filled with renewed determination. They had ignited a spark beyond their community. They had sown the seeds of inspiration into the hearts of others, and in doing so, had forged new connections and friendships. Today was incredible, the young man exclaimed as they walked together. I think we've encouraged them to dream even bigger than they did before. I can't wait to hear about the projects they create. Alara replied eagerly, her heart buoyed by the possibilities they had opened. As Alara and her companions made their way back to Dreamvale, an exhilarating energy surged through them. The day's events had ignited a spark, not just in the neighboring town, but within themselves as well. They had shared their journey, had inspired others to embrace their dreams, and now anticipation hung in the air about what might blossom from their outreach. "Do you feel that?" the young girl asked, her voice bubbling with excitement. "I think lots of new ideas are going to start growing everywhere. It's like we've planted seeds, and I can't wait to see what flowers." Alara smiled at the girl's innocent enthusiasm. "Exactly. Just like in the garden, when we plant seeds of inspiration, we never really know how many lives will be touched or what beautiful things might grow from them." As they arrived in Dreamvale, the peaceful evening sky blanketed the town, casting a soft glow over their homes. The sounds of crickets serenading the night filled the air, and Alara felt a sense of comfort wash over her. She looked to her friends, recognizing how each of their contributions had woven together to create a tapestry, one that would continue to expand with new stories and dreams. Within days of their outreach to the neighboring town, news began to ripple through Dreamvale like a gentle breeze. The villagers shared their experiences, recounting the excitement they had felt during their presentation. Tales of new ideas and collaborations blossomed, and word spread about the potential for others to get involved. Alara made it a point to attend each gathering, encouraging everyone to share their dreams and aspirations. She found herself in discussions about potential workshops, everything from creative writing and art classes to gardening and cooking. Energy buzzed through the air as plans began to take shape. One evening while gathered at their favorite spot, the Great Oak, Alara and her friends discussed how to capture and compile their experiences. "What if we create a community journal?" she suggested. "We can document all our stories, how we started, what we've learned, and what we hope to achieve. It would be a great way to inspire others." "That's a wonderful idea." Abel chimed in, fluttering down to a lower branch closer to them. A compilation of dreams could inspire not only Dreamvale, but also those in the neighboring towns. Words have a unique way of transcending boundaries, they can resonate far and wide. Inspired by Abel's notion, the group decided to initiate their first community writing circle, inviting anyone interested to participate. Posters were made, and enthusiasm spread like wildfire through the village, drawing people eager to contribute their stories to the journal. The first writing circle took place under the shimmering stars, a cozy circle nestled beneath the branches of the Great Oak. Alara opened the gathering, her heart racing with excitement. "Thank you all for coming. Tonight, we'll share our personal stories about creativity, community, dreams, whatever speaks to you. Let's weave our voices together into this journal." As villagers took turns sharing their narratives, Alara listened with rapt attention, amazed by the depth of experiences shared. One older gentleman recounted how he once felt disconnected from his community, but that participating in collective efforts had rekindled his passion for art. Another young woman shared how the gardening project inspired her to open her own wellness practice, promoting mental health through creativity and connection. Each story shared inspired the next, creating a powerful ripple effect that filled the air with hope and determination. With every word, the community journal grew in richness, a tapestry of insights that reflected the heart of Dreamvale. After several writing sessions, Alara and her friends recognized that they had gathered numerous impactful stories. "This journal is not just a collection of narratives, it's a living document that can be shared beyond our community," she said during a planning meeting with her companions. "If we compile it well, we can distribute it to inspire others elsewhere, showing them what's possible when we embrace our dreams." Their excitement was palpable as they brainstormed how to publish their community journal. They decided to reach out to local printers and explore online platforms that could help distribute it digitally. The prospect of sharing their collective journey fueled their determination and ambition. In the days that followed, Alara felt the momentum of Dreamvale swell. The collaborative energy flowing from the writing circles, the festival gatherings, and the sense of community ignited an incredible wave of inspiration. As winter approached, the landscape transformed, white snows blanketed their homes, but the spirit of Dreamvale remained vibrant and alive. Alara took comfort in the warmth of the community she was proud to be a part of. One snowy evening, while gathered around the fire pit with her friends, Alara reflected on all that had transpired. "Look how far we've come. From a simple idea of sharing our dreams to an entire movement. I think we might just be on the brink of something even more remarkable. The young girl, her eyes sparkling like the stars above, leaned forward in her seat by the fire, captivated by Alara's words. What do you mean, Alara? What else could we do? Alara smiled at her youthful enthusiasm. I believe we are ready to take on new challenges, to not only inspire our own community, but to spread the message of hope and collaboration even further. We've begun to see others expressing interest, and I think they're eager to learn from our journey. If we could share our calendar of events, create more outreach programs, and perhaps even connect with other communities across the region, we could really expand our impact. Her companions nodded in excitement, the crackling fire punctuating their collective anticipation. The young man spoke up, his voice filled with determination. We could host inter-community workshops. We can bring people from different towns together to learn from each other. Our journal could serve as a guide, a blueprint for establishing dream collectives. What if we were to organize a larger event, a Dreamvale Summit? The woman with sparkling eyes proposed eagerly. We could invite local leaders, creatives, and dreamers from other regions to converge here, sharing their experiences, ideas, and collectively exploring new possibilities. Alara's heart raced at the thought. If we can organize a summit, we can take our message of unity to even greater heights. The group huddled closer to the warmth of the fire, sharing ideas about potential speakers, themes, and workshops. They identified local artists, community organizers, and speakers who could inspire others with their stories of resilience and creativity. As they brainstormed, plans took flight. They outlined strategies for promoting the event, utilizing the community journal to inform and excite others about the summit. The excitement was palpable, their vision had transformed into a vibrant collaborative project, and each member felt invigorated by the potential for growth. As winter progressed, Dreamvale became a hub of activity. Posters adorned walls, and invitations were sent far and wide, spreading word of the upcoming Dreamvale Summit. Workshops were organized for various topics: creativity and education, mental health and wellness, community organizing, and the power of storytelling. Alara and her friends worked tirelessly to prepare, hoping their efforts would yield a lasting impact. On the day of the summit, the sun peeked through the clouds, casting a gentle light over the winter landscape as villagers and visitors poured into Dreamvale. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement, the cold air invigorated by the warmth of collective anticipation. Alara stood before the assembled crowd, her heart soaring with gratitude. Welcome, everyone, to the first Dreamvale Summit. We are so excited to have you here, sharing in this moment of connection and inspiration. Together, we'll explore the power of our shared dreams and the incredible things we can create when we come together. The audience erupted in applause, and Alara felt a swell of pride as she watched individuals from various backgrounds and communities mingle, exchanging ideas and stories. Throughout the day, speakers took the stage to share perspectives and insights. Workshops took place in different corners of the village, filling homes and community spaces with creativity and connection. Alara could see the vibrant energy of collaboration, ideas blossomed, and people empowered one another. One of the workshop leaders, a local artist known for her impactful murals, spoke passionately about the healing power of art in community spaces, demonstrating how it could inspire and unify diverse groups. Her workshop left participants buzzing with inspiration to try their hand at creating their own murals. As the day continued, Alara found herself stepping into another workshop focused on storytelling. An elder storyteller captivated the audience with tales that intertwined wisdom and humor, drawing connections between past experiences and future aspirations. Alara felt mesmerized by the powerful stories shared, and as the elder concluded, she realized how essential such narratives were for fostering understanding and connection between different people and cultures. As twilight began to cast a soft glow over the village, they gathered for the closing ceremony. Alara returned to the stage, her heart filled with gratitude, looking out at the faces gathered there, some familiar, others new, all united in a shared purpose. Thank you for joining us today, she began, her voice resonating with sincerity. The Dreamvale Summit is only the starting point of what's possible when we dream together. Let's carry this energy back to our communities, strengthen our connections, and always remember that our dreams have the power to inspire numerous lives. The crowd erupted in cheers, their spirits high as they shared in the exhilaration of what they had built together. In that moment, Alara knew they had ignited something even larger than she had ever envisioned, an expanding movement that would transcend borders and encourage others to pursue their dreams. As she took a deep breath, she felt that there was no limit to what they could achieve together. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky overhead, Alara's heart brimmed with hope and excitement about the future. She looked around at the faces lit by candlelight, each one sparked with renewed enthusiasm, their eyes reflecting the dreams that had been shared throughout the day. The crowd began to disperse, mingling and reminiscing about the inspiring stories they had encountered. Alara walked through the gathering, engaging with individuals and hearing their thoughts on the summit. Their excitement was contagious. "I never realized how much we could do together," one visitor from a nearby town exclaimed. "This has motivated me to take action in my own community. I want to establish a local collective." A fellow artist approached Alara, her eyes bright with inspiration. "I'm already planning a mural project in my town, honoring the stories of our community just like you do here. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, it's truly ignited my passion." Alara felt joy swell in her heart as she listened to each hopeful voice. The ripple effect of the Dreamvale Summit was evident, and she sensed that change was brewing in every corner of the region. As the festivities continued, the young girl who had once planted seeds in the community garden found Alara amidst the crowd. "I have a great idea," she exclaimed, bouncing on her toes. "Can we do more creative projects? Like art in the parks? Or a theater festival where everyone can perform their stories?" "Yes," Alara replied, grinning. "Those are fantastic ideas. We can even make it a collaborative art fair, inviting people from all the neighboring towns to share their talents and dreams." Later that evening, as the stars illuminated the sky and the moon cast its silver glow, Alara sat with her companions beneath the great oak, reflecting on the incredible journey they had undertaken together. "This day was truly transformative," the young man said, leaning back against the tree. "It felt like we ignited something that can spark change far beyond our village." Alara nodded, reminiscing about where they had begun. "I remember how small our idea felt when we first started sharing our dreams. It's incredible to see how that one seed of inspiration has grown into this, something that has the potential to spread like wildfire." Avel, perched above them, chimed in with unwavering wisdom. "The journey continues, dear friends. Each step you take forward plants more seeds. Every dream shared, every workshop organized, and every connection built creates a broader network of support and inspiration. But remember, while the vision may grow, so too must your commitment to nurturing it." Feeling the weight of Avel's words, Alara turned to her companions. "We need to outline our next steps, to keep this momentum going and ensure our gatherings continue to flourish." The group engaged in heartfelt discussion, brainstorming new ideas and mapping out future events. From art festivals to storytelling sessions, they envisioned a tapestry of interwoven experiences that would continue to inspire their community and those around them. As they sketched and jotted down notes, Alara felt a surge of determination. "Let's create something that lasts," she said passionately. "We can foster a space where creativity thrives, a platform for every voice to be heard. The Dreamvale Collective can be a model for collaboration everywhere." As they finalized the plans for the following months, they found themselves filled with anticipation for the upcoming artisans' fair they had envisioned. Together, they would foster an atmosphere where new dreams could emerge, old ones could evolve, and connections could flourish beyond their expectations. The next day, as the sun rose and light poured through the village, Alara marveled at the vibrant energy that buzzed through Dreamvale. An invitation to a neighboring town arrived, expressing interest in creating their own summit, inspired by their success. Excitement raced through her. They had begun a movement that transcended borders, a journey that could lead individuals on paths toward embracing their own dreams. Filled with determination, Alara rallied her companions and organized a visit. Traveling to this new town, they would share what they had learned and foster a spirit of connection, breathing life into dreams that longed for a nurturing environment. With each passing day, the tapestry of dreams grew, vibrant and alive. Alara's heart swelled with gratitude for the journey they had undertaken together. Through love, connection, and unwavering belief, they could create a world where dreams flourished endlessly. As they set off to explore uncharted territories, Alara looked forward to weaving new stories into their collective journey, forging new friendships along the way, and continuing the legacy of inspiration that had taken root in Dreamvale. As Alara and her companions journeyed towards the neighboring town, a mixture of excitement and purpose coursed through them. With every mile, oration, and transformation that lay ahead. The sun rose high in the sky, illuminating the path before them, as well as the hope that radiated from within their hearts. Upon arriving at the neighboring town, they were greeted warmly by local residents eager to learn about the Dreamvale journey. The community hall, where the summit was to take place, was a cozy space filled with rustic charm, adorned with handmade decorations that echoed creativity and warmth. Alara took a moment to appreciate the welcoming atmosphere, reflecting on how far they had come. One of their hosts, a spirited young woman named Lila, approached them with enthusiasm. "Welcome, Dreamvale Collective. We've heard so much about your journey, and we're thrilled to have you here. When we saw the impact your summit had on our region, we knew we had to reach out." "It's a pleasure to be here and share our experiences," Alara replied, her excitement bubbling to the surface. "We believe in the power of dreams and creativity to transform lives, and we're eager to inspire your community in the same way." Together, they began to set up for the gathering, hanging tapestries made from colorful fabrics, intermixed with threads that represented each town's unique stories. Alara noticed how their journeys, while separate, connected beautifully in a shared mission, fostering community and inspiring creativity across borders. As attendees filtered into the hall, Alara felt the energy lift. The gathering began with introductions, each person sharing their dreams, experiences, and aspirations, weaving a tapestry of hope among them. The stories were diverse and rich, and for each individual who spoke, she sensed a collective yearning for connection and empowerment. Alara watched as Lila and her fellow townsfolk facilitated breakout discussions and icebreaker activities, encouraging participants to share not only their dreams but also their challenges. Each workshop felt like a vibrant exchange of ideas, amplified by the passion that filled the room. "This is incredible," Alara exclaimed to Abel, who perched keenly in a nearby window. "The energy here is contagious. It's almost as if the act of sharing our stories is revitalizing the dreamer within us all." "It is indeed a precious moment," Abel replied, its eyes gleaming with wisdom. "Embracing vulnerabilities can forge unbreakable bonds among dreamers. Let this town see how through shared experiences, they can ignite transformations." As the day progressed, Alara led a workshop focused on creativity, how to turn dreams into actionable steps. She recounted anecdotes from Dreamvale, illustrating how their community had come together to weave their ideas into reality. Everyone listened attentively, inspired by tales of the collective mural project and the artistry that had blossomed from collaboration. "Your dreams are powerful," Alara urged. "Each of you holds within you the seeds of creativity and potential. By coming together, sharing your individual gifts, and uplifting one another, you cultivate a garden of possibilities." A rapturous applause followed, and she felt invigorated by the shared commitment resonating through the room. People began brainstorming ways they could work together to cultivate their own creative initiatives moving forward. As the summit drew to a close, Lila approached Alara. "Your stories have inspired our community more than you can imagine. We hope to continue these gatherings regularly, perhaps establishing a network of neighboring towns that encourage dreams and creativity to thrive." Alara's heart swelled at the thought. "That's a fantastic idea. We can create a regional dreamers network, an ongoing support system where we connect across town lines, sharing resources, and celebrating one another's successes." As they discussed their vision for the network, excitement surged throughout the hall. Members of both communities exchanged contact information, eager to implement everything they had discussed, and cultivate the momentum generated from the summit. As they packed up, Alara felt a profound sense of accomplishment. This journey had blossomed into something remarkable. The threads of creativity, friendship, and shared experiences were extending beyond Dreamvale, weaving connections into a broader community tapestry that embraced all. On the journey back home, Alara reflected on the power of storytelling, how each voice had shaped the collective narrative and inspired others to dream bigger. "We've sparked something incredibly special," she said, gazing at her companions. "This network will create not just a ripple effect, but a tidal wave of inspiration, a movement that transcends borders, connects dreams, and celebrates creativity." Her partners nodded in agreement, their spirits invigorated by the possibilities that awaited. As they traveled through familiar landscapes, now filled with newfound potential, Alara knew that the journey was far from over. The seeds they had planted would continue to grow, nurturing not only their own dreams, but those of countless others. As Dreamvale came into view, Alara's heart raced with anticipation for what the community's next steps would hold. Their journey had instigated a blossoming of connection and creativity that radiated far beyond their immediate vicinity. Each mile felt like a step into a future filled with promise, the dawn of something extraordinary. Upon entering the village, Alara was greeted by a familiar sense of warmth and belonging. The air was alive with the salt of the earth scent of pine, and the sound of laughter echoed across the market square. Dreamvale was buzzing with life, and she could see that the summer sun had painted everything in vibrant hues. Gathering together at the base of the great oak tree, Alara summoned her friends and fellow dreamers. "I can't wait to share the news about our journey and the formation of the Dreamers Network," she exclaimed, her voice brimming with excitement. "Let's host another community gathering," suggested the young man, enthusiasm lighting his eyes. "We can invite residents to come learn about the network, the possibilities it offers, and how we can expand our collaborative vision." "That's perfect," Alara replied, inspired by the idea. "We'll create an announcement and use the space beneath the oak for the gathering. We can highlight how we'll connect with neighboring communities and encourage everyone to participate." As their plans took shape, Alara set to work on a vibrant announcement that would be shared throughout the village. She wrote calligraphy on large pieces of parchment, announcing their upcoming gathering and inviting everyone to contribute their dreams to the vision of the newly formed Dreamers Network. "Join us for an evening of creativity and connection under the stars," she wrote. "Let's weave together our dreams, share our stories, and strengthen the bonds that hold us as a community." The day of the gathering brought a palpable energy that tingled in the air as villagers flocked to the square. Families brought blankets and chairs, children laughed and played, and musicians prepared to grace the evening with joyful melodies. Under the canopy of stars, Alara stood in front of the crowd, her heart swelling with gratitude. "Welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces and eager hearts gathered here tonight," she began, her voice resonating with warmth. "Today, we celebrate the connections we've nurtured, the dreams we've woven, and the exciting future that lies ahead." The audience erupted in applause, clearly engaged and excited for what the evening had in store. "As you all know, our recent journeys to neighboring towns have inspired something beautiful, a Dreamers Network. Together, we can strengthen our community and create an ongoing exchange of ideas, support, and collaboration with fellow dreamers across all towns." Alara felt renewed energy coursing through her thoughts and words as she continued. "This network will provide a platform for us to share resources, host skill-building workshops, and connect with those outside Dreamvale so we can all inspire each other toward our dreams." The crowd responded with cheered affirmations, enthusiasm sweeping through like a wildfire. Alara encouraged everyone to share their ideas, dreams, and ways in which they wanted to contribute to the network, inviting them to engage and dream even more boldly. As villagers lined up to share their aspirations, stories of aging in a dynamic world emerged from the elders' tales. Young artists expressed excitement about collaborating on murals and performance art that would reflect their collective journey. Gardeners committed to expanding their collective gardening efforts into a food co-op, ensuring that everyone in the community had access to fresh produce. There was talk of cultural exchange nights, where communities could celebrate their unique heritages and share artistic expressions. Each idea brought new sparks of inspiration, as friends and families united in a shared mission to uplift one another and fertilize their dreams. "Let's create a dream mosaic on the wall of our community center," suggested the young girl, her eyes shining bright. "Everyone can add a colorful tile once they fulfill their dreams. It'll be a reminder for us all." "That's a brilliant idea," Alara encouraged, thrilled by the connection and creativity flowing. "A mural of dreams will remind us of our journeys while encouraging us to keep pursuing our passions." As dusk fell and stars began to dot the sky, Alara felt a powerful sense of unity enveloping Dreamvale. It was as if the very air pulsed with dreams and aspirations, each voice creating a chorus of shared hope. As they transitioned into the next part of the evening, Alara invited all who wished to take part in a collaborative artistic expression. Together, they painted a large canvas that captured their dreams, stories, and aspirations, each stroke of the brush contributing to a collective tapestry of light. As laughter and creativity wove through the night, Alara stepped back to observe the vibrant stories coming to life on the canvas. "This," she thought, "is what it means to dream together." As the canvas filled with color and creativity, Alara felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. She watched as individuals and families joined in, adding their unique flair to the artwork. Bright hues collided and harmonized, creating a visual representation of the diverse dreams and aspirations that filled Dreamvale. As the clock neared midnight, laughter and joy echoed through the square. The energy was infectious, and Alara saw that they had created not just a mural, but a symbol of community resilience, commitment, and the power of shared dreams. The vibrant canvas told a story of unity, the way every stroke symbolized the collaborative effort that breathed life into their aspirations. After the painting session, the villagers gathered once more as Alara prepared to conclude the evening. "Thank you all for your incredible participation tonight," she began, her voice rising with excitement. "We have taken steps to deepen our connections, foster our dreams, and begin this wonderful journey together with the Dreamers Network." A thunderous applause erupted, and Alara could feel the warmth of community surrounding her. "Together, let's continue to support one another, hold space for each other's dreams, and remember that we are all interwoven in this tapestry of creativity and inspiration." The crowd cheered, and she beamed with pride at the love and commitment shared that evening. As the fire crackled nearby, she witnessed friendships blossom right before her eyes. Among neighbors, families, and even new faces from neighboring towns. The spirit of collaboration flowed freely, and the energy of hope vibrated throughout every heart present. As the night wound down, Alara took a moment to reflect. Standing beneath the great oak tree, she gazed at the newly painted mural, each unique dream contributing to a masterpiece. In that moment, she realized that the journey was not solely about their dreams. It was about nurturing relationships that forged connections deeper than any single aspiration could achieve. With plans for more gatherings and activities already taking shape, Alara felt grateful for the community they had built, the lessons they had learned, and the experiences they had shared. Every moment spent cultivating connections served as a reminder that fostering dreams was not a solitary endeavor. It thrived best in a community dedicated to support, inspiration, and love. In the weeks that followed, the momentum only grew stronger as the villagers embraced the spirit of collaboration fostered by the Dreamers Network. Workshops blossomed into vibrant hubs of creativity, with individuals sharing their expertise and skills, enriching the community and the connections within it. Alara immersed herself in gathering the stories they had been collecting, together working on the community journal. Names decorated the pages, and voices echoed through each line, creating a rich tapestry that represented the heart of their village, a chronicle of dreams, achievements, and the unbreakable bonds formed along the way. One chilly evening, Abel visited Alara as she worked diligently at her desk, transcribing stories into the journal. "Your spirit and commitment breathe life into this community, Alara," the wise owl observed, perched regally atop a nearby shelf. "You have nurtured an environment where dreams are embraced and shared." Alara smiled, feeling the warmth of Abel's words. "It's the vibrant voices of Dreamvale that inspire me." Every story shared, every dream voiced, adds another thread to the tapestry, a testament to the power of community. Abel tilted its head, eyes glistening with wisdom. And it is in the act of sharing that dreams become accomplishments. Continue to encourage others to voice their aspirations. You never know how one simple story can ignite a spark in someone else. As she listened to Abel, Alara felt a sense of purpose wash over her. They had built something truly magical, an interconnected web of dreams that transcended individual boundaries. Together, they held the power to create a lasting legacy. Inspired by this thought, Alara decided it was time to expand their reach even further. Why not invite neighboring communities to contribute their stories to the journal? They could create an anthology, a book that celebrated stories from various towns, weaving together experiences, dreams, and aspirations into a shared narrative of hope and unity, an expansive tapestry that celebrated creativity across the region. Alara gathered her friends again beneath the great oak, sharing her vision excitedly. Let's create an anthology where we invite stories from our neighboring towns and communities, a compilation to showcase not just our journey, but the journeys of dreamers far and wide. We can send out invitations and prompts, encouraging submissions that reflect creativity, hope, and the power of community. The group erupted with enthusiasm, eager to participate in this next venture. We can use our experiences to reach out and inspire others, said the young man. This anthology could serve as a guide for those looking to create their own dreams and networks. With new energy and inspiration, they quickly planned how to organize and promote the anthology project, inviting individuals to submit their stories, poems, and artwork. The excitement surrounding the anthology project infused Dreamvale with a renewed sense of purpose. As the sun shone brightly over the village, Alara and her companions worked diligently to create prompts that would encourage community members and neighboring towns to contribute their voices. They wanted to ensure that everyone had the opportunity to share their stories, stories of inspiration, challenges, victories, and the dreams that fueled their journeys. Alara crafted a vibrant flyer, detailing the anthology's vision and inviting submissions. The prompts encouraged participants to explore questions like, what dreams have you pursued? How has your community supported you? What challenges have you faced and overcome? Everyone has a story worth telling, she wrote, feeling the excitement pulse within her, and every story can inspire someone else. Once the flyers were printed, the group set out to distribute them throughout Dreamvale and the surrounding communities. Handing them out at local markets, community centers, and coffee shops, they encouraged people to share their creativity and dreams. With every flyer handed out, the anticipation of what stories might emerge grew. As the weeks went by, the calls for submissions began to pour in. Alara marveled at the variety of tales, a tapestry of diverse voices filled with experiences that wove together a rich narrative. There were stories of resilience from a farmer who had revived his family land, poems by a local artist reflecting the beauty of simple moments, and narratives from young students embracing their passions for science and innovation. On one particularly warm day, Alara brightened the community center with the sight of submitted stories scattered across tables, each written piece resembling a thread waiting to be woven into the greater fabric of the anthology. Alara felt a sense of connection to every story, a reminder of the interconnectedness that had blossomed in Dreamvale. Look at this, the young girl exclaimed, waving a colorful piece of paper in the air. I just got my story published in the anthology. It's about how I planted seeds in the community garden. Alara beamed at her, pride swelling in her chest. That's amazing. It's wonderful to see how your voice is now part of our collective journey. The anthology began to take shape, its pages becoming filled with vibrant stories that reflected the heart and soul of Dreamvale. With each submission, Alara and her friends felt a deeper connection to the community, fostering an unbreakable bond that only grew stronger through shared experiences. As they compiled stories for the anthology, they decided to hold a special gathering to celebrate the submissions that had been received so far. They envisioned an evening dedicated to honoring every storyteller and artist who had contributed, creating an atmosphere of support and encouragement. Let's turn this gathering into a night of storytelling, suggested the woman with sparkling eyes. We can have an open mic where everyone can share their entries and express their creativity, Alara loved the idea. Yes. Let's call it Voices of Dreamvale, and showcase the heart of our community, the stories that define us. This event can be a powerful way for everyone to connect. In the days leading up to the gathering, excitement filled the air. Flyers announcing the event were carefully distributed around Dreamvale and neighboring towns, and Alara could feel the energy rising as the community engaged with enthusiastic anticipation. The night of the gathering arrived, and the community center overflowed with people, each face buzzing with eagerness. The atmosphere was electric as friends gathered, setting up chairs and blankets for an intimate setting by the fireplace. As Alara stood to welcome everyone, she felt a profound sense of joy wash over her. Thank you all for being here tonight. This gathering is a celebration of the incredible voices that make up our community. Together, we have created an anthology filled with stories of dreams and inspirations that can ignite change. Cheers erupted from the crowd, and a sense of warmth enveloped her as she began to introduce the love, determination, and resilience, painting a vivid picture of life in Dreamvale. An elder recounted tales of his childhood, the laughter of children playing in the streets, and the values of community that had shaped his life. A young artist performed a poem, capturing the beauty of connection through art, each word a stroke on the canvas of their shared experiences. As the night unfolded, Alara listened intently, captivated by every performance. She could see how the act of sharing brought the community closer together, fostering a spirit of understanding and collaboration. Toward the end of the evening, the young girl returned to the stage, her voice trembling with a mixture of nerves and excitement. I would like to share my story about the garden, she said shyly. Holding her paper close, she began to read her heartfelt narrative about planting seeds, the joy of watching them grow, and how gardening had taught her the importance of her own potential and resilience. As she spoke, her voice grew stronger, filled with clarity and confidence. Planting seeds feels magical. It's like watching your dreams come to life. In our garden, I learned that the more we care for something, the more beautiful it becomes. Just like friendships, if we nurture them, they bloom too. The crowd fell silent, captivated by her words, and when she concluded her story, the room erupted into cheers and applause. Alara clapped vigorously, her heart overflowing with pride at the young girl's bravery and eloquence. This is what it's all about, Alara exclaimed, stepping back into the circle after the girl finished. Each voice, each experience shared, brings us closer together and inspires us all. Thank you for reminding us of the beautiful lessons we learn in nurturing our dreams, and each other. As the evening concluded, Alara felt radiant. They had created an atmosphere where everyone could express themselves, feel valued, and support one another. An extension of the very fabric of the tapestry of dreams they had woven together. As villagers mingled, sharing their favorite stories and ideas sparked by the evening's presentations, Alara found her friends gathered near the mural they had painted under the oak tree. Amazing work tonight, Alara, the young man said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. This gathering shows how powerful our stories can be. I feel like our anthology is going to mean so much to everyone involved. Absolutely, Alara replied, nodding enthusiastically. And I believe this is just the beginning. Every time we bring people together, we're planting seeds of inspiration and connection that will continue to grow within our community. With the buzz of the gathering still in the air, Alara made her way to the center of the room. Before we end the evening, I want to remind everyone that our anthology is a living document. We will continue to accept submissions, and all are welcome to contribute their voices, whether it's through stories, poetry, or artwork. The crowd responded with excitement, knowing that the invitation to share their stories was ongoing. One villager shouted, "Let's make sure every dream gets a chance to grow." Filled with optimism, Alara could see that others were carrying this momentum forward. The Dreamers Network was not just a concept, it was a living, breathing entity that encouraged everyone to share their aspirations and cultivate creativity together. In the following weeks, Dreamvale transformed. The vibrant spirit of the anthology project sparked new initiatives, a storytelling festival here, a community mural project there, each event nurturing the roots they had planted together. The creation of the Dreamers Network nurtured a sense of camaraderie and connection that transcended borders. Villagers from neighboring towns reached out, eager to collaborate and participate in Dreamvale's endeavors. Soon, they found themselves hosting joint storytelling sessions, inviting aspiring artists to paint murals that expressed their community's history and dreams. As Alara walked through the town one sunny afternoon, she observed the community garden bustling with activity, a reflection of the values they had fostered together. She smiled at seeing families planting seeds, laughing, and working together to care for the land. Alara approached the young girl, now taking the lead among other children eager to learn about gardening. Her enthusiasm was palpable as she pointed out the sprouts poking through the ground. "Look what we've grown. I told them how to care for the plants, just like I learned last year." Alara's heart swelled with joy. "You've become an incredible leader. Your passion is helping others to grow, just like those plants." "I want everyone to know how to do this," the girl said earnestly. "If they can learn to plant seeds, they can learn to nurture their dreams too." With a heart full of warmth, Alara knelt beside her and looked into the girl's wide eyes. "That's exactly right. And just like your garden, our community flourishes when we take the time to support one another, share our dreams, and cultivate connections." The young girl nodded vigorously, her eyes sparkling with understanding. "Then we need to keep doing it. Let's teach more people how to start gardens." "That's a brilliant idea," Alara said, rising to her feet. "We can organize workshops and invite people from all over to learn. Just imagine, community gardens sprouting up everywhere, each nurturing dreams, expanding networks." The sound of laughter rang through the garden as families gathered around, drawn in by the vibrant energy of the conversation. Alara knew that the journey was far from complete, the spirit of Dreamvale was alive and thriving, and it would continue to spread far beyond the village horizons. As night fell over Dreamvale, the stars twinkled like the hopes of dreamers lighting the sky. Alara stood beneath the great oak, reflecting on how far they had come. With every story shared, Alara stood beneath the great oak, her heart overflowing as she reflected on how far they had come. The stars twinkled above her like a canvas of dreams, each point of light a reminder of the aspirations shared, the stories told, and the connections forged. With each passing day, Dreamvale had not only nurtured its dreams, but had become a beacon of inspiration for others. As dusk deepened into night, the village buzzed with activity, hosting a series of storytelling circles that showcased the magic of local narratives. This evening's gathering focused on sharing tales of adventure, hope, and resilience. Villagers brought cushions and blankets to settle comfortably beneath the oak's embracing branches, transforming the gathering into a cozy enclave filled with the spirit of camaraderie. "Welcome, everyone," Alara proclaimed to the circle, her voice clear and inviting as she stood at the center. "Tonight, we're celebrating the stories that connect us and allow our dreams to shine in the darkness. Let's honor the voices and experiences that make up the heart of Dreamvale." Applause and cheers filled the air as individuals settled into their seats, excitement tinged with the scent of the fresh night air. Alara invited the first storyteller to the center, a local baker known for her warmth and kindness. Her story captured the essence of perseverance, a tale of how she had once struggled to keep her bakery afloat amidst challenges, but found solace in the support of her community. She recounted the many times neighbors had rallied together, shared their skills, and lifted her spirits, leading to new ideas for her baked goods. As she finished her narrative, the audience erupted in cheers. Laughter mingled with applause, and Alara felt the electric joy ripple through everyone present. The connections between the storytellers and the listeners deepened, weaving a shared experience that highlighted the importance of community support. Next, a young artist took the floor, her hands nervously fidgeting with a paintbrush. "I'm not sure how many people know my story," she said, glancing around the circle. "But I've struggled with self-doubt as an artist. It wasn't until I joined the Dreamvale Collective that I found the courage to pursue my craft seriously. The encouragement I received lit a fire within me, and with it, I began to paint my dreams." The audience listened intently as she described how her art evolved, from small canvases to brave murals that conveyed her visions of connection and hope. Each stroke represented not only her inner journey, but also the collective journey of Dreamvale. With a flourish at the end of her piece, she finished with gratitude. I realize now that every time I share my art, I share a piece of myself. And doing that has made me stronger and more connected to everyone here. As stories continued to unfold, Alara could sense the warmth of vulnerability and connection in the air. Each narrative layered intricately against the next, creating a rich fabric that reflected their shared humanity. Laughter erupted as the elder storyteller took the stage, enriching the night with historical tales of Dreamvale's early days. He spoke of how people had built their community together through resilience, creativity, and an unwavering belief in one another. Alara watched as listeners leaned forward, engaged with the fabric of history that accompanied every heartbeat of the present. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky transitioned from twilight to a starlit canvas, Alara felt a stirring sense of awareness. The stories shared that night were not just personal, they were an acorn planted in the hearts of everyone present, waiting to grow and deepen their roots in the community. Gripped by inspiration, Alara decided to share her own story. She stepped into the circle, clearing her throat to gather her thoughts. I want to thank all of you for being part of this journey, she began, her voice steady yet filled with emotion. When we first came together, I wasn't sure what would blossom from our dreams. But listening to each of your stories, watching our community thrive, I'm reminded of the power of connection. You've taught me that dreams are not just ours alone, they are woven together through the threads of hope, support, and camaraderie. Tears glistened in Alara's eyes as she continued. It's essential that we remain open in sharing our unique experiences. When we do, we create an environment where dreams can flourish. Let us commit to cultivating a culture where everyone feels empowered to chase their aspirations together. The crowd responded with applause, affirming her heartfelt words. Alara could see the impact of that commitment shimmering in the eyes of those gathered, a depth of understanding that had been nourished through connection. As the evening drew to a close, Alara suggested a new tradition. Let's meet under this great oak tree regularly, share our stories, and support one another. We can hold storytelling circles monthly, creating a space where each of our voices can be heard. A refuge. Alara's proposition of monthly storytelling circles was met with enthusiastic approval. The villagers erupted in applause, eager to partake in creating a space where their dreams, experiences, and tales could flourish. Laughter and excitement filled the air as people began to envision the gathering, filled with the warmth of connections made and stories shared. I love that idea, exclaimed the young girl, her enthusiasm infectious. We can call it the Storyteller's Sanctuary. Every month, we'll gather here under the stars and share our dreams, just like tonight. Perfect. Alara replied, feeling a swell of delight. The Storyteller's Sanctuary will be a space for everyone, an opportunity to inspire each other, grow together, and continue weaving the fabric of our community. As the gathering slowly dispersed, a sense of fulfillment washed over Alara. She and her friends exchanged excited chatter as they left, each person reflecting on the transformative power of the stories they had shared that night. The following week marked the first official meeting of the Storyteller's Sanctuary. Excitement filled the air as villagers arrived with blankets, cushions, and refreshments. The great oak stood tall, casting a gentle shadow as families settled onto the grass, creating a cozy atmosphere under the starry sky. Alara welcomed everyone, her heart beating in rhythm with the palpable anticipation. Welcome, dear friends, to our first Storyteller's Sanctuary. Tonight, we'll weave a tapestry of voices, each representing our unique experiences, dreams, and aspirations. Everyone's story matters, and every tale shared brings us even closer together. The gentle light of torches flickered as the first storyteller stepped forward, a local teacher known for her nurturing spirit. She recounted childhood memories of her own dreams of becoming an educator, highlighting the impact of community support and how it had helped her thrive. With each child I teach, she shared, I'm reminded of the dreams I once held dear. I strive to create an environment where they can flourish, just as our own community has fostered our dreams. As the evening continued, stories of every kind unfurled like petals blooming in spring. The elders shared folklore about the history of Dreamvale, recalling the sacrifices made by those who had built the village with unwavering hope and determination. A young musician performed a heartfelt song inspired by the community, each note a melody intertwined with the stories shared around the circle. Tears glistened in the eyes of listeners as he expressed emotions felt by many. A reminder of the power of music to heal and unite. Alara cherished the connections deepening around her as she watched the villagers relate to one another's narratives. Personal victories sparked inspiration in others, while challenges revealed resilience in shared experiences. As she listened to the myriad of stories and watched the light within the group shine brightly, Alara felt a vision blossoming in her heart. "What if we expand our storyteller's sanctuary beyond our village?" she suggested as the evening wound down. "Perhaps we could invite neighboring towns to join us. Imagine a larger gathering where we can celebrate stories and dreams from all over." The villagers erupted in excitement, the spirit of collaboration unmistakable. "We could host an annual storytelling festival, drawing people from across the region," one person exclaimed. "Yes," Lila added. "We can showcase our collective stories and creativity, and invite others to share their experiences. The power of our interconnected dreams will resonate throughout the region." The fire crackled merrily as they leaned in, ideas cascading like leaves in the wind. They brainstormed how to organize the festival, from performances and workshops to storytelling competitions. As they outlined their plans, Alara felt the spark of determination to create something even larger than before, a tapestry of voices resonating far beyond their village. Throughout the following months, the storyteller's sanctuary blossomed. It became a space where the community would gather beneath the stars to share their hearts and dreams. Villagers began to foster relationships not only with one another but also with neighboring towns, inviting everyone to come together to celebrate the human experience. When the day of the first annual storytelling festival finally arrived, Dreamvale was alight with joy and anticipation. The village buzzed, decorated with colorful banners and lanterns that danced in the gentle breeze. The air was fragrant with the aromas of baked goods and fresh flowers, creating a festive atmosphere that drew in residents and visitors alike. Alara walked through the markets set up in the square, her heart brimming with pride. She embraced every storyteller, artist, and dreamer who approached her, recognizing that their shared spirit had forged unbreakable bonds. As evening fell, a stage stood ready for performers and speakers alike. A large banner overhead read Dreamvale Storytelling Festival, Voices of Our Dreams. Alara stepped up to the microphone, her heart racing with excitement as she looked out over the eager audience. "Welcome, everyone, to the Dreamvale Storytelling Festival, Voices of Our Dreams." Alara beamed at the crowd, filled with familiar and new faces, all gathered to celebrate the incredible tapestry of narratives that had woven their community together. "The stories we share are the threads that connect us," Alara continued, her voice resonating with warmth. "Tonight, we are here not only to celebrate our individual dreams but also to honor the collective spirit that thrives within our community. Each tale enriches the fabric of who we are, reminding us that we are stronger together." Cheers erupted from the audience, and the energy in the air felt electric. Alara gestured toward the performers backstage, ready to share their stories. "Tonight, we'll hear from individuals who have poured their hearts into crafting narratives that inspire, uplift, and connect us all." The first storyteller took the stage, a local farmer whose hands showed the toil of hard work and dedication. "I grew up believing our land held secrets, waiting to be uncovered," he began, his voice steady and sincere. "Through perseverance, I learned to nurture not just the earth, but also the dreams of those who rely on it. Our shared commitment to sustainable agriculture embodies the spirit of resilience in Dreamvale." The crowd listened intently, all too familiar with the farmer's journey. His words struck a chord as he elaborated on the importance of community support in overcoming obstacles, reminding everyone that the dreams they cherished were often fueled by the people surrounding them. One by one, storytellers shared their narratives, an artist revealing how her creative journey led to a mural that depicted the soul of the village, a young poet discussing the power of words to ignite change, and an elderly couple recounting their adventures of love that had lasted through decades and trials. Each story brought a unique hue to the festival, blending into the rich tapestry of shared experiences and aspirations that continued to grow as the evening progressed. The crowd laughed, cried, and cheered as they resonated with the voices that emerged from the stage. As the night deepened, Alara felt an overwhelming sense of connection, knowing that each story shared created a bridge between dreamers. When it was her time to present, she stepped onto the stage, heart racing with anticipation. Her own narrative unfolded like petals of a flower. My journey began when I learned to dream boldly, through support and connection in Dreamvale, she shared, recounting the formation of the Dreamers Network, the storytelling circles, and the communal gatherings that had shaped her understanding of creativity and collaboration. Each voice matters. Together, we can wash away barriers and build a future where our dreams thrive symbiotically, where we uplift, inspire, and encourage one another. The audience erupted into applause, a surge of energy flowing between her and those present. Alara's heart swelled with gratitude as she took a step back, allowing the audience to resonate without her. After all stories had flowed through the night, a local musician took center stage, his guitar slung across his back. He strummed a gentle melody that accompanied the warm atmosphere, inviting all to join in song, blending their voices together. Laughter, cheers, and murmurs of camaraderie danced through the crowd as everyone joined in, singing not just for themselves, but for one another. As the festival drew to a close, Alara stood amongst the warmth of voices and stories, feeling the energy of connection flowing like a